All right, today we're tackling a big one, something that affects every single one of us, our own potential, and how to finally unlock it. So let's just get right into it with a kind of tough question. What if it's not your boss, or your circumstances, or bad luck? What if the biggest thing in your way is actually you? So many of us feel like we're operating at just a fraction of what we're capable of. And when we don't hit our goals, we're so quick to call it failure. But what if that's not what it is at all? What if it's just potential that we haven't learned how to tap into yet? Okay, so how do we actually do that? Well, the secret isn't what you think. It's not about setting some massive, crazy goal. It's way deeper than that. It starts by changing who you believe you are. It starts with your identity. Just look at the difference here. On one side, you've got a wish. I want to be successful. It's kind of passive, right? It's a hope. But on the other side, that's a statement. I am someone who does what successful people do. See the difference? It's not about some future dream. It's about who you are today. And this is the absolute key. Once you start truly believing you are a certain kind of person, your actions they naturally start to follow that belief. You're not just trying to be successful anymore. You are being successful in your daily habits. All right, so you've picked your new identity. Awesome. Now what? You don't just sit around and wait for some bolt of lightning, some flash of motivation to strike. No, you build it. And you build it with the most powerful tool there is, discipline. I mean, we all love motivation, right? That rush of energy, it feels great. But let's be real, it's a total roller coaster. It comes and it goes. You just can't count on it. Discipline, though, that's the engine. It's what shows up every single day, whether you feel like it or not. That's what gets you real, lasting results. And this is a tough pill to swallow, but it is so important. You are not always going to feel like it. In fact, most days, you probably won't. You'll be tired, you won't feel inspired, and your brain will be screaming at you to just make an excuse and skip it. But that moment, that's where everything changes. When you push through anyway on those hard days, that's the action that builds the new you. That's what forges your new identity and proves to yourself who you really are. Okay, but building discipline is only half the battle, right? The other half is about subtraction. It's about getting rid of all the junk that's holding you back. We think of potential like it's this hidden treasure we have to go find somewhere. But it's not. It's already in you. The real problem, it's buried deep under a mountain of distractions that are just draining all your time and your energy. And you know what I'm talking about. These are the big ones. That endless, mindless scrolling on your phone, sticking to what's comfortable because it's easy, and oh man, the excuses, the million reasons we tell ourselves why we can't do something. These things are literally the enemies of your potential. So the answer isn't to add more stuff to your plate, it's to take things away. When you start cutting out what weakens you, what distracts you, your real strength, your true ability finally has the space to show up. So, okay, this all sounds great, but how do you actually start building this new you? Well, it's not some big, dramatic overnight change. It's all about building momentum, one small, tiny win at a time. And I mean small, like 1%. Seriously, forget trying to be perfect. Forget making some massive leap. The only question you need to ask is, how can I get just 1% better today than I was yesterday? Because that tiny little 1%, it has this incredible compounding effect. You get that small win today, then you do it again tomorrow, and the next day. And at first, you're going to think, this is nothing, it's not working. But give it a year, and those tiny little actions will have added up to a life you won't even recognize. Now, let's be clear, none of this is going to feel easy. Actually, a lot of the time, it's going to feel pretty uncomfortable. But here's the secret. That feeling isn't a red light. It's a green light. It's a sign you're heading in exactly the right direction. We need to totally redefine what discomfort means to us. It's not a sign that you're failing. It's the friction you feel when you're stretching past your old limits. It is literally the feeling of you growing. It's proof that what you're doing is working. So really, it comes down to a simple choice. Every single time you back away from that discomfort and choose what's easy, you're choosing to stay exactly the same. But every time you lean into it, that's another step toward becoming who you're capable of being. Okay, so let's tie this all up. If you remember just one thing from all of this, let it be this next idea. See, your potential isn't some winning lottery ticket you just hope to find one day. No, it's something you build. Think of it like a house. You build it one brick at a time with every disciplined choice, every distraction you eliminate, and every moment of discomfort you push through.
So, when do you start? Well, there's no perfect time. The only perfect time is right now. Don't get paralyzed trying to create some huge, perfect plan. Just start. Start small. But most importantly, just start now.
And that just leaves us with one final question for you. Right now, today, what is the one small thing you can do? What's the first brick you're going to lay down?